went to the Kpange prison in 2005, April 15. I was charged for the offense of fraudulent conversion.
AdvocAid was started by 4 women who had a passion to help other women. We started from very small beginnings by going into the prison and volunteering. We started teaching a literacy class and donating clothes. That was in 2006, just 4 years after Sierra Leone had ended a brutal 11-year civil war. The prison then was in a terrible condition. It had been neglected not only during the war but in the preceding years of dysfunction that had led to the war.
I appeared court. I went to the dock as I was not having any understanding about court process. The charge was read to me that I was brought before this court for the offense of fraudulent conversion, the sum of 2,600,000. I was asked guilty or not guilty. I pleaded guilty because I know the money was given to me for safekeeping, not knowing that I was making a big mistake. So I pleaded guilty. I appeared about 3 times. The 4th time I was sentenced for 3 years, 6 months.
AdvocAid grew in response to the vast needs we saw in that prison, and as we've seen throughout the 4 years that AdvocAid has been in operation, there are many vast needs of women in Sierra Leone, women who come into conflict with the law. And that's why AdvocAid exists today, and that's why we do what we do.
Every person's life counts, that's what we believe. So if somebody is being incarcerated, spending a long time in detention when they should not, purely because they have no money, then our work is important in saving that life. And when these women come out, they are people who are responsible, they are people who can contribute to society. And so by locking them up in prison, you are preventing even the development of these people. They're also mothers, they have children, they have husbands that they have to look after. So it is important that we help these women so that they can come and be productive members of society. Women make up the majority of the population in Sierra Leone. Women are also the vulnerable people, they're economically disadvantaged. When they have cases, a majority of the cases we have are debt cases, which in other jurisdictions would be civil cases. But here, as soon as somebody cannot pay a debt, the first person the complainant runs to is the police. The police have now become the debt collection service for complainants. And because of that, these women then spend long periods of time in custody in the police cell and also when they go to court.
They give me for me, say, don't go prove me. Let me know or look at it to mind. I think. So now they go pull me then and the prison. They are broken, they pull me inside the prison. They appeal for me, I go to appeal courts, they sit courts for me. So they able to pull me inside the 8 years old they give me. I already been on 7 months now the prison. They decided for pull me there. Because it was so difficult, people are not getting money for pull me. Nobody people are not able to pull me now, they no more able to pull me inside that prison there. So I tell them plenty thank you now, they no more able to go and for me.
AdvocAid in its short history has really made an incredible impact in the lives of women in Sierra Leone. We keep in touch with the women who are released. We provide them with aftercare services. So that might be immediate support when they're released. Many women will not have any transport to go home. They may not even know the city where they've been brought if they've come from a village. And so we try and assist them with those very basic immediate needs. But then long term, we also try and help them to really rebuild their lives so they can become productive members of their community again. We support them through providing small startup grants so they can start a small business or perhaps to go through skills training.
I'm the paralegal and post-prison support officer of AdvocAid. Well, I encourage most of the inmates that there is still life after imprisonment.
Prison is not a place for punishment. We fundamentally believe that prison is a place for rehabilitation. And so therefore we try to assist the prison service in that function. We provide literacy classes in prisons across Sierra Leone where women can learn, sometimes for the first time, how to read and write. Many women have told me that now that they've learnt these basic skills, when they're released, they'll go in and teach their children. I fundamentally believe that when you teach a woman, you're teaching the next generation.
So you can come to our office, you see the prisoners that we gather who come. We become their family members. I say they're my children because they all come back and say thank you because AdvocAid has allowed them to be responsible people, has allowed them to rehabilitate. Because we don't just stop with representation. When they come out, we assist them. We help them to reintegrate into society. So we are basically doing the job, part of the job of the Ministry of Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs. You can see the results. You go anywhere now in Freetown, they have heard of AdvocAid and the advocacy work we're doing. So support us. You'll be sowing into something that will bring good fruits for Sierra Leone.